What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today, we're doing a bit of a different video. We're going to look at the top 5 hotels on the Las Vegas Strip that are best for Vegas veterans. Now, what's a Vegas veteran? Well, if you're watching this, that's probably you. Someone who's been to Vegas a few times. I also think these are great for first-timers or whoever you are. But Vegas veterans, that's what we're targeting in this particular video. All right, so number 1, if you haven't figured it out yet, is Park MGM. A really wonderful hotel that's not quite center strip, but also not too far away. It is a smoke-free hotel, and for their prices, the rooms are not bad at all. I actually stayed here in law school, round trip, airfare, and 3 nights in a suite, and it was, I think, $450. Man, those were the days. That was, I want to say that was like 2010. Good times. Anyway, so they've redone the rooms recently. Obviously, it's not Monte Carlo anymore. If it was, I'd still be banned. Just kidding. But they got they got an iron and they got what you need. Here's the salon and the fitness center. I did get a workout in. I did not visit the salon. Sorry. I didn't need to get my hair or my nails did. But, maybe in the future video, I'll check that out. All right, so here's Primrose. Pretty cool. It reminds me of a place like you want to take your grandmother if she's meeting you in town or something of that sort. But the food is pretty good. Nothing, like I'm not going to put it in my will, but it's all right. The avocado toast, you get a French toast, yada, yada, yada. There were a bunch of us, and so that's all this food you're seeing. The chicken and the waffles was good, although personally I don't really get the combo. I never really got why that was popular. Average, average, but it's like a nicer, like a one step up from Denny's. Of course, $303. I think there were six of us. The pool is underrated at Park MGM. It's never too crowded. It's nice. They got lockers. They got really everything you need at this hotel. It's a wonderful resort, and the price is reasonable. All right, so now we're checking out Bavette's. Listen, the thing about showing, restaurants on these videos, I can't spend too much time on the menus. So if you're really curious, you can pause it there, and I try to give you a brief overview without wasting too much time. Anyway, the duck, the salad was good. The food was good here, and it reminds me of a steakhouse that would be at Monte. I always want to say Monte Carlo. It reminds me of a steakhouse that would be at Monte Carlo or Park MGM. It's good, but it's not something that you would have at the Venetian or the Wynn. And stereotypically speaking, I do really like their bar Juniper. It's pretty cool. They got a really small sports book, but they got a good happy hour, and they got clubs here or night whatever the fuck like they're called, like night spots that are, you don't have to wear like the nicest clothes. I got in one night in sandals, which is not normal, but it had been a long day. All right, here's best friend Roy Choi. Good stuff, but I think overpriced. $40 or whatever it is for chicken. Same thing with Italy. It's good, but you're going to need a second mortgage just to take home the other half of this, sandwich. It's like, Although recently I saw a deal, I think it's in the 30s, high 30s for an unlimited sort of eating experience at Italy, which was pretty cool. Okay, let's move on to number 2, Mandalay Bay. Mandalay Bay is and has always been an underrated hotel. And I'm just going to say this, I don't mean to bring up any sensitive areas, but it seems like after the shooting, it sort of just kind of put like a dark cloud over Mandalay Bay, and that's too bad because it's such a wonderful hotel. I know that numbers have come back and no one really talks about that. I'm just talking about in my own personal experience. In fact, right after that happened, me and my wife went to Las Vegas and we stayed here for practically free prices because it was just so it was so somber, and I don't mean to make fun or make light of that. This hotel, what I'm trying to get at is this hotel is so magnificent and it's so underrated. The only negative is that it's on the other side of the strip, but you're also close to the Las Vegas sign, which you can walk to. I wouldn't recommend it if you're a female or maybe even a white male if it's late at night. And Anyway, they got an awesome pool if you got kids. It's like classy, but they also got casual. It's big, but it doesn't feel, it's just well designed so that it doesn't feel so outrageous. I gotta talk to my editor, man. I don't know what their deal is. Here's some of the pool food, which is nothing to write home about, but it's pool food, you know? I spent worse and gotten worse before, but what a beautiful pool complex. Gorgeous. They do have a beach club, which I have not been to. I'm a little too old for that now. My joints hurt a little bit too much when you hear too many cracks when I get up and down from the couch. So I haven't been to that beach club. They got an okay sports book. And look, they got this Michael Jackson experience. My wife makes fun of me because she's like, you always play R. Kelly and Michael Jackson. And I'm like, well, yeah. It's like, they're like, what do they have to do for you not to play their music? And I'm like, nothing. I will always play Michael Jackson and R. Kelly music because it is just that good. Not to condone their behavior. Anyway, this is a weird area I didn't think I'd be getting into in this video. So let's move on. Their marine shark experience is awesome, especially if you go online and get like a buy one, get one, or buy one, get one half off deal, but it's small. Orla is also one of the most underrated restaurants in Las Vegas, in my opinion. Mediterranean chef Michael Mina. It was so good. I feel bad for you at home watching this if it's late because I know you're going to be hungry. You're about to be super hungry after watching my video. So I'm sorry about that. I'm hungry now, and it's like, it's painful looking at this, but painful in a good way. Here, look at this. This is all Greek to me, this salad stuff, but it's good. Here's the orzo. That fish, they put it in like a salt. I'm not 100% sure how they do that, I'll admit it. It's like a salt bake, and they table side, finish it off for you. It is incredible. Also, the tableside yogurt, the branzino, everything was just so exceptional at that restaurant, and I still have dreams about it. And also nightmares, but that's another story. Anyway, let's check out, they got the foundation room here and the sky room or sky lofts. I'm forgetting right now. I know, I should go back and check, but I'm tired and I'm hungry. Foundation room. And so next to the Mandalay Bay is now the W2. That's like their other side. It's like the Win and the Encore, same type of deal. Let's move on to this place, man, this border brunch or whatever on the weekends. I think on some days too they have this all-you-can-eat brunch, which is awesome. I think it was $37. I already forgot. I just had it on the screen, and it's unlimited food. These are all samples of what you can get. I recommend doing it with at least 4 people because, as you can see, some of these are larger meals, and so if you only have 1 or 2 people, you're going to fill up quick. But this is one of the good ones, one of the great deals over at Mandalay Bay. The drinks were not included, but I'm going to get drunk at a brunch in Vegas. It's happening. It's happening. So anyway, they're close to the Raider Stadium too. I forget the name of it. That's a theme with this video, but we're just going to move forward. And we're on to number 3. We're making great time. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys, if you're new to the channel. Number 3, Planet Hollywood. Planet Hollywood is a wonderful resort. Here's the lobby. It's like an upscale Vegas hotel that doesn't try to like overdo it. I mean, it's not an ultra luxury resort. It's not like the Venetian. It's not like the Wynn. It's not like really the Bellagio. But it's easy to navigate. There's families. For the most part, they tend to market it towards younger people, but I in my opinion, I think really I've seen all ages there. Their pool is big and has activities, but it's not what I would call, it's not like the Caesars, or you get it. Here's it was originally the Aladdin Hotel. So here's the old architecture. And just personally, I think I've stayed at the I've stayed at the Planet Hollywood more than any other hotel in Vegas because, like I said, I used to start going to Vegas after 21 when I was in law school. And I used to get these deals on Expedia, and I could go to the Planet Hollywood and stay 2 or 3 nights and get airfare back and forth for under $400, which was sick. And so I would go for the weekend with my student loan money. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. That's illegal. And I would get everything I need over here at the Miracle Mile shops. So it's budget friendly, it's kid friendly, it's center strip, and for the value to the location, it's hard to beat Planet Hollywood. It is always going to be hard to beat Planet Hollywood. None of it really makes sense. The settings, none of it really matches. It's kind of like a mismatch everything, but it's fantastic. All right, everybody, let's check out the room over at Planet Hollywood. Keep in mind that this is going to be, under $125 a night with resort fee. Not bad. Why did I freeze it here? Because I called my wife into the room and I was posing in front of that shadow. Put in the comments what you think I was posing. Front ways or back ways. Anyway, it's everything you need, nothing you don't. Here's the gym. I got a workout in here once, and then I tried a second time when I was a bit inebriated, and it wasn't the best workout. They got a conference center if that's your thing. Personally, I just like walking the second floor area there and kind of like pre-gaming before I go out when I'm there. It's normally not that crowded. You got a nice vantage point of the casinos, and that's just a personal thing. But again, your center strip, beautiful view of these fountains. And this is what center strip brings you, all of the activity. And like, was that in there twice? I told my editor, oh my gosh, now it's 3 times. I told my editor, man, he's got problems. He's got problems. He's got issues, that guy. I got to talk to him, like a real talk. Okay, so they got Miracle Eats too, which is coming up. Last time I was there, it wasn't done. Let's move on. Number 4. Gosh, we're making great time. Paris, Las Vegas. The room I'm showing you right here is the, what's it called? Did you see that guy? It's the Versailles Tower. The Versailles Tower, which is really, it used to be a part of Bally's or now Horseshoe. And there's a bit of a walk, as you can see, but it has a balcony, which is pretty sick. The view here is worth the price, and you have to book this room out 2 to 3 if not months, weeks, if not months in advance. It's pretty nice. It's similar to like a Cosmopolitan balcony, but it's not quite as expensive in my experience. It's also not as quite inviting or homey or anyway. Here's the normal Paris, like the average Paris room, which has been redone recently and is not by any means bad. It's nice. I like Paris. It's an underrated hotel. It's a great location. Cherry is really cool. I very much enjoyed it despite the prices. This used to be like a day club, and they turned it into a brunch and lunch spot. I do think they have dinner, but I don't remember, as usual. And as I've said to my viewers before, they can put Wagyu on top of anything and charge like more money for it. It's bullshit at this point. I don't believe it. Anyway, my wife got the however expensive avocado toast, which was good. At least it was good. I don't mind paying the prices in Vegas if you got the view and it's good. I don't mind it. I hate when it's bad, which I'm sure you have or will hear me soon say. Here's the sports book at Paris, which is like pretty chill, pretty laid back, pretty cool. I like it, relaxing. The Paris casino is always fun at night. It's busy, but not too busy, and I've always personally done well there. Even my wife, we went there on vacation. My wife was up like $450 at roulette. It was amazing. And she's just like, yeah, this is easy. Let's keep doing it. She just kept winning. Okay, so here's their Vanderpump or whatever restaurant. The amazing $27 drink, Louvre at first sight, tickle my fancy. So I'd said to my wife before, it's like, this place is like a place I don't want to admit I wanted to go to. Here's our heart drinks where we put the love lock on, which resembles the bridge in Paris, but much cheaper. And the food's okay, but you go there for the experience, you go there for the drinks, and it was all joking aside, whether it's a guy place or girl place or whatever gender you are nowadays, it was a nice experience. So the drinks are expensive, but I recommend it. Now here's an iffy whether I recommend it. It was $30 a piece to get up here to go look at these views, which is cool. But we were already kind of buzzed and ready to go to bed at this point. So, and I also had a discount, so it was worthwhile for us. But I would instead of this, I would recommend going and doing the Ferris wheel over by the link. A lot of those places you can also get all-you-can-drink packages for about 30 minutes as you go around. Another wonderful restaurant at the Paris is the Bedford by Martha Stewart, who I really like. Again, this place reminds me of my cousins in the sense that they have a trust fund and I don't. Not that I'm sore about it or anything. Fuck them. Anyway, again, if you really care about the menu, pause it or maybe go online. It's probably more updated. I mean, my channel is the most updated everything, so go ahead and watch this, like and subscribe. But look at this bread. I don't know whether to eat it, shoot it, or fuck it. You know what I mean? The beef tartare, not something I normally get, but in Vegas, I try to branch out, and it was good. Here's a nice pasta with some short rib. Pasta was fantastic. The service was really great, except for this guy. He slammed my food on the ground. Look at that. Later. Boom. Right? The last time someone slammed my food that hard at dinner, it was my ex-wife. You know what I mean? And I got the divorce papers the next day. No, just kidding. But the potato was good, and it should be for that price. The bacon, I shouldn't really call it bacon. It's like bacon chunks were just, out of this world. Look at this lemon meringue. It looked the exact same coming out. For overall about $150 with, or before $145 before tip. For the Bedford in Vegas is not that outrageous. We enjoyed our time there. Likewise, I'm not going to say value by any means, but we really enjoyed our dinner at Steak over here with Gordon Ramsay. I always love Gordon Ramsay's establishments. Even if it's not like the most exceptional restaurant ever, it's always pretty good. This could have probably been, demonstrated just on some regular ice. But I didn't mind the presentation. It was good. Everything was delicious. This béarnaise sauce was fucking fantastic. I don't always get the sauces, but it just felt right in that moment, All right. We're on to our last hotel, believe it or not. Wow, what a journey we've been on. And this is going to be a bit of an underking for you guys. The Sahara, the Blanca King. Again, that's what my ex-wife used to call me, Blanca King, until we were in divorce proceedings. Then she called me something much different. I don't think I can pronounce it correctly. Anyway, I love this hotel. It's underrated. And the biggest negative, look at this beautiful room, right? See that headboard? You can clean fluids off of it, like super easy. Look at this beautiful fridge. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. Look at this beautiful fridge. I like the chairs. You can't clean fluids off those chairs that easily, though. I do. The mirror, though, you can clean fluids off those. I don't know why I'm bringing the fluids up. I'm sorry. Might be too much. But if you're watching this far in, then, that's cool. So like and subscribe. And I'll keep making fluid jokes. The biggest negative that I hear about the Sahara is the location, which, is a warranted complaint. However, I think more people need to utilize the monorail, which is just fantastic. It's located directly behind the Sahara. The prices are very reasonable. It's super convenient. The signs are accurate with the times. I mean, especially if you're there like all week or something, get it online like $57, $58 or whatever with tax. This guy reminds me a lot of my grandfather. Not because my grandfather cooked, but because I once walked in on him in the bathroom and that's exactly what it looked like. So anyway, this woman, the only thing she needs to be more authentic would be a long cigarette with a giant part of ash just hanging off there, right? Here are the cabanas. Beautiful. There's 2 pools at Sahara. One is 21 and up. And also one is open to the public, which in my experience usually means drug dealers. But And when I was here, I didn't experience any of that, unfortunately. No, I mean, I'm just kidding. I mean, thankfully, I didn't encounter any of that going on. And I really enjoyed my time at the pool there. Was it as good as it could have been? We'll never know. They got a nice casino. It's just super cool. I'm not recommending the Sahara if you got kids. I mean, I'm thinking you should probably go to the Mandalay Bay, the other one on my list. But Bella, I don't have the time. This is becoming too long a video. But check out my other video on the Sahara, because I really showcase Bala restaurant or Bala as it's pronounced, in a wonderful light. They also have this really cool bar spot, cast bar, and just a lot of good food. Not a lot of options over the Sahara, but great food.
Where's that where you're gonna go? Your fucking warrant don't ever go over my fucking head again, you motherfucker.
Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got some tips. And if you enjoyed or you laughed, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.